if you're out there and you want to make a difference in the work that you're doing in the field that we work in, I think everybody working in health is in it for the reasons of actually caring for their community and making improvements. And a great way of doing it is actually network with other people. Everyone's sort of working in the same space. We're all sort of forging in the same direction, and the best way of doing that is to work collectively and collaboratively and actually achieve the outcomes that we're working towards. So rather than sit out there in LHD land and work in isolation, let's get on board and work together, and we can achieve a lot more than we would do independently.
It really excites me about the opportunities, instead of sitting and watching and waiting for things to fall over, to be involved on the ground floor and making things better. And I just cannot reiterate enough that everyone should get on board. It's a free, accessible resource, and it's there to support us in our career development. You either take a step forward or don't go anywhere, and you've just got to keep taking this step.
I couldn't believe just how many resources I found. I was doing a clinical shift, stuck at work, on the computer, because I got an email through the Rural Health Network about the Innovation Exchange. And so I got on there and had a bit of a sticky beak and saw what other health networks were doing, what difficulties they'd faced, how similar it was with what I was doing. And then I said, how can I be involved?
As a Director of Operations, I think it's important to link in with the ACI and the Rural Health Network, because it gives us access to a range of resources that we don't have. And if we've got staff looking to do innovative work, look at new programs, rather than try and reinvent or start from scratch, it's really useful to actually have a look and see whether other people have done some of that work first. There's a lot of resources out there that we can tap into, and a really good network of people that you can exchange your ideas with, get some feedback, and just tease out your ideas and see whether you're actually heading in the right track. So it's got benefits galore.
So what the ACI provides here is a structure and the ability for people to know how they bring about change.
I think it's really important that as a junior doctor you get involved and you advocate and become involved with the different branches of various organisations, and for ACI in particular I found it really helpful to have a voice and to be heard, and there's a lot of mutual respect. But also to be able to take part and become involved in policy and decision making and different structure, reorganisation and so forth. It's been really exciting.
For me, being involved in ACI has several advantages. First of all, I want the voice of general practice to be heard and to be understood. And I also personally want my voice to be heard. And it benefits me in terms of how I think about how I practice, how I work with my patients, and also having that overall view of how is this going to work for us as a profession, working with our patients at a community level, making a real difference, and being able to evaluate and measure that difference so that we know what we're doing actually works.
So I've been to ACI recently, and I kind of just was meeting everyone and getting to know the environment that they were in, and everyone was really friendly. Like the higher up people who were quite high up on the chain were really friendly and made specific time to come and talk to me, and made sure that they were kind of saying things like, make sure you tell us exactly how you feel and don't filter it, and we want your advice, we want your experiences, and we want to be able to shape this stuff better. So yeah, I felt really empowered by how keen they were to hear what I had to say about it.
Yeah, look, I think everyone wants to make a difference, and I think people often don't know how they can make a difference, or they don't understand the value of their contribution that they're going to make. And I think it's really important that consumers understand that when they come to the ACI, that they'll be able to make a contribution no matter how small or how large, and that it really is valuable. Everything makes a difference.
I would highly recommend people become involved in the ACI. It's really quite nice as a junior clinician to be able to have a voice and to have someone listen to what your opinions are. To have a rural approach or a junior approach or a staff member from the floor approach is often very different, and it's nice that they appreciate what we have and our feedback, and they're interested to see what we do.